Why is the Maryland Bridge the scariest and most dangerous bridge in America? This famous Maryland Bridge is one of America's most dangerous, Chesapeake Bay Bridge, Scary Bridges, Maryland. There aren't many areas in Maryland that are considered hazardous all of the time, but if you ask someone what the scariest place to drive in the Old Line State is, they will nearly always reply across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Listen in to find out why this notorious Maryland Bridge may be the most hazardous in America, and why it creates so much dread that there's always someone on the opposite side to guide nervous drivers. Are you one of those folks who is too afraid to drive across this Maryland Bridge? From a distance, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is rather attractive. However, it is unnerving for some up close. There are no shoulder or emergency pull-off lanes on this twin bridge. It is 4.3 miles long from tip to tip and rises 186 feet above the bay at its tallest point. That's a long way down, which is why it's dubbed Maryland's scariest bridge. Few things frighten Marylanders more than approaching the bridge and witnessing long lines of automobiles. With the Bay Bridge making drivers nervous, stop-and-go traffic just adds to the stress. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge is scary. Crossing the bridge in heavy rain is even tougher. Or through the strange early fog, when the path appears to lead nowhere. The bridge occasionally has two-way traffic, which makes things considerably worse. There have been multiple deaths on the Bay Bridge throughout the years. Suicide jumpers are included, as well as car accidents. The majority of the time, the accident occurs when someone is rear-ended and is forced over the cliff into the sea below. Weather and storms also have an impact, and the low guardrails on the bridge's side make everyone nervous in a heavy wind. A survival narrative, on the other hand, is far more terrifying. The video below is a simulation of what happened in the summer of 2013 when a lady was flipped over the edge of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. It's terrible to envision teetering on the brink and then plunging into the dark water of the bay. Watch the video and consider how you would handle the scenario if you were Morgan Lake. Have you ever suffered a panic attack when you thought about crossing a bridge? Surprisingly, there is a service that can jump in your driver's seat and drive you over the bridge for a fee. That's great news for everyone who is worried about the crossing. Have you ever driven over Maryland's most perilous and scary bridge? Is it stressful to you, or does it not bother you? Share your thoughts and anecdotes about this fascinating and infamous Maryland Bridge.